You can totally understand all of Kyle's frustration because, man, he's been up front all day. I feel for him. I really do.
I think this 11 car is going to be a sitting duck with these guys with tires right there.
New top three, Denny Hamlin is there. Stayed on the racetrack, 2 right side tires for the 48 car. Earnhardt Jr., it's been 58 races since Earnhardt Jr. has gone to victory lane. How hungry is he? Whoops, they stack him up. Coming to the green flag, and the 31 car has contact in the back of McMurray.
He ran out of gas. You're good. All clear.
The 11 car's out of gas. He gets hit from behind by the 1 of Truex. He gets nailed. Here comes the 5 car spinning around.
Truex has wiped out the 5 cars backwards. Oh, man, a melee at the start-finish line.
Well, I thought the 11 was going to be a sitting duck, but I thought it was going to be tires. I didn't think it was going to be fuel.
And we told you, folks, don't leave your couches because every race, the last 5, this has happened.
And Truex has had the great afternoon. He had nowhere to go. Cars on both sides. He just center punched the back end of the 11 car that just couldn't get up to speed. And now teammate J.J. Yaley trying to push the damaged 11 of Denny Hamlin back around the racetrack.
And Jimmy Johnson gets around the outside. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Reed Sorensen also. 1, 2, 3 right now. Johnson leading. Wow.
Okay, right now NASCAR is trying to figure out where all these cars are going to restart. Everybody was so jammed up right there, they have to go back and look at these loops and see where these cars are going to start.
And folks, as of right now, Jimmy Johnson is 1 point back of Jeff Gordon in the chase. Gordon in the 24 car came in with the lead here, and now Jimmy Johnson Gordon right now in 9th position. Jimmy Johnson being shown as the leader, and there is a very frustrated Martin Truex.
That's just too bad to see because he had such a great race car. You see here, the 11 car was weaving back and forth, trying to get fuel to the pickup. These other guys just know it's time to go, and they start splitting him. You see here, Martin Truex could not see that car wasn't going.
There's a 31 car, Jeff Burton on the outside. He hit in the back awful hard at Jamie McMurray because he anticipated they were going to go. And, man,
yeah, Truex was also right behind the 07 of Boyer, and Boyer moves to the inside. Now watch the 07 move to the inside, and the 1 car is right behind him.
Well, you see, they're past the point of the restart, and they're expecting the leader to go, and he hasn't gone yet. It just has everybody confused.
And nobody's at fault here, guys. This is hardcore racing with 3 or 4 laps to go, and this is what to expect.
Stay in the middle.
Just knocked my eye out.
And if you're Kyle Busch, how costly was that slow pit stop that had you back behind this mess?
Well, he was just a victim here because he was behind all of it.
Green flag. He's out of gas. He's out of gas. What is? Come on, come on.
He could have been right in the middle of this stuff too, so really no safe place to be on that.
Well, folks, coming up next, except on the West Coast, ABC's World News or your local news over most of these ABC stations. In tonight's headline earlier this year, remember, a New England furniture store offered furniture would be free if the Red Sox won the World Series. That looks like a pretty bad bet. We'll update that and more ABC World News, except on the West Coast, coming up next.
That's why we call it gambling right there. It's when you got something to lose, and you can see how much this 11 car lost by gambling on that, staying out with no fuel, tires. Too bad for Martin Truex. Man, he had a great
really bad for Martin. He is just so frustrating. You can't blame him whatsoever. I mean, doing so good for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, just flying all day long. Well, DEI's got 1 shot left. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s in 3rd. He's got a fast car too, guys.
The young man's never had a top 10 finish here, and had the worst average finish of any of the drivers coming in Atlanta, and led all those laps, and now it goes away. How about the 8 car of Earnhardt Jr. back in 3rd spot? Right now it's Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Reed Sorensen, and Jamie McMurray.
Well, you know Carl Edwards is not going to give Jimmy Johnson any room whatsoever. He's going to go through it. And could we see the outside lane again where Carl Edwards made the pass to win his first race here at Atlanta a couple years ago? That's where he went. That turn forward, and he was the turn. It puts a lot of new guys in victory lane.
We burned a lot of laps off here. Matt Kenseth was the first car that took 4 tires, and we looked at maybe he could have a shot at it, but now with a green-white checker finish coming up, I don't know that he's got enough time to get there.
Let's watch what happened again here on the restart. The 11 car did not pit. Now watch the 07 into the back of the 17. 31 into the back of McMurray. Now watch the 07 just missed the 11, and the 1 just has nowhere to go. See here, Jimmy Johnson, he's watching this 11 car, waiting for him to go.
He sees he's not gone yet, so he just kind of gives himself an out, pulls up to the outside. This is totally legal to pass the leader on the outside. The rest of these guys have no idea where to go.
Yeah, well, Jimmy passes him because he knows 11's out of gas. I mean, Jimmy can't check up or else he'll get run over.
Jeff Burton having a good start. You can go on the outside. He gets up there, and he's going to full throttle, and the 26 car had nowhere to go. He just pops the back of Jamie McMurray.